name is Katie, and my channel is So Tattered, and I'm also So Tattered on Instagram. And this is Flosstube number 8, and today is October 24th, and which means it's my son's birthday. Happy 18th birthday! And so he's officially an adult, which is really sad because that's my baby, and I don't get to do it again. So this is, but I'm so proud of him. He's such a cool kid, and a lot of fun. Keeps me laughing. We rock out together, we laugh together. He's not just my son, but he's my friend, and we're just really, really close. And he's such a blessing. So happy birthday. And the last time I talked with you guys was 3 weeks ago, and I have been extremely busy, very, very busy, but in a good way. I've had a lot of great things going on. And so I've had my aunt and uncle from California. They came to stay with us, and they were here for I think like 4 days. So I make sure that when I have family come in town that I have nothing going on so I can do whatever it is that they want to do. So we did a lot of running around, shopping, hanging out with family, um, eating out, things like that. It was a lot of fun, and they're a ton of fun to have around. Lots of laughs. And then the following week, I had my stitching retreat, which was my first, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. I, and then the following week, I had my cousin staying with me from Oklahoma. She is amazing and hilarious, and her and our relationship is a lot like the Floss Boss and Cousins, where we get a lot of good laughs in and a lot of picking. We pick at each other a lot, which is fun. So that was really good. But in the meantime, when all that's going on, all that fun stuff's going on, I'm not getting a whole lot done. So I don't have a whole lot of things to show you in like the whips area, but I had some good finishes that came out, and so I did things, and I did some haul and things like that. So yeah, it's been a crazy 3 weeks. And so you guys, if the lighting is bad, it's very dark outside. Uh, it's very, I wish it would rain, but it's not going to. It's just going to be dark and humid. But yeah, so my lighting's really off. And then I got a new stand to help with tutorials. And so, because I want to start doing some more of those, because I have a lot of questions that get asked, and I'd like for you guys to know what it is I'm doing. I'm not really good at explaining it, so if maybe I can show you guys, maybe that would help. And so I did my first tutorial yesterday, and that was weird. It's just the angle and everything, and then I don't know, but I think it turned out okay. I've had some pretty good feedback from it, so that was good. And so hopefully I'll be able to do more of those. Um, and then, yeah, so the stand is a little weird. It's a weird angle, but I didn't want to have two different stands because that's annoying. So, what else? I guess I'll get started on the retreat. I want to thank my table mates. I want to thank Stephanie for inviting me. She's the one who told me about it. I wouldn't have known about it if it wasn't for her. And she was so sweet and made sure that we were at her table, my mom and I. And I had the best table mates. They were wonderful, and did not make me feel like a newbie or an outsider. It was as if we had been friends that whole time. So I want to say thank you to Stephanie, Trinka, Mary, and Terry. They were incredible. And my mom. She was great to me too. But I had such a blast. They were perfect. They were fun and lighthearted and just incredible to be around. The little gifts that they gave out were really sweet. I'll go over a little bit of that. We had oh gosh, this little sweet little needle minder books. Look at this. Look, I mean, that's just the sweetest. And we had, these are from Trinka. She did the little needle minders, and I just these little goodie bags that you just know that someone put some thought and time into, that just means so much. And she's from Texas, So she made that also. Just a lot of fun little cute package of things. And then this cute bag, which I guess because it was the stitching bee, it was kind of like a little theme. Everything was kind of bees and sunflowers and just fun things, just fun bags and bags of fun things, just to put smiles on your face. Look at these. How cute is that? So we just that was a lot. So we got stickers and snacks and all kinds of good stuff. Sweet cards. I had the Stephanie. She went above and beyond, and she had little bags, gift bags. But she made me a pillow. Oh my gosh. It's one of those things that when somebody stitches something for you, it's amazing. Look at that. I've always loved this one. And I can't believe that I have it now without even having to stitch it. It's really cute. And it has her little label on the back and this little broom. It was so sweet and unexpected, and I love it. And it was amazing. It was amazing. Just all the little things. People came up to the table and they were leaving things. Little ruler for the stitching bee, and this cute little spool. I mean, just the sweetness. Everybody's so sweet. We did the ornament exchange, and I made one and gave it out. And then it was kind of like the game where you tell a story and everybody goes right and then left and then right until you end up with something that you didn't bring. And I ended up with this cute ornament and all the little beads and everything. And this was made by Diane Edwards. And so I just thought that was really sweet. Sweet. That'll go on my traditional tree I have in my living room, which is about to come out in like a week. I know, you guys are thinking it's too early, but it takes me weeks. It takes me weeks to put those things out. I have many trees. Let's see. One in the living room, one in the dining room, one in the little walk area. I have one in both boys' rooms. Occasionally, I'll have one in my bedroom. I have one on the porch. I have them everywhere. And then all the things, just the garlands and just all it takes forever. And so I have to make time for it because I want to make sure that when it is Christmas season, the day after Thanksgiving, I need to make sure I'm done. I want to enjoy it. I want to walk out and see all the beautiful things and be done and not have to worry about it. So, and just make the most of it, get the most time out of those things that took me forever to put out. Anyways, so we did have vendors that came, and that was cool. And so we had my LNS, which is the Stitch Niche, and some designers and things like that. And I got some video and I'll insert. And then I guess I'll just go ahead and go with the haul that I got from them. Um, we had Lappin Loops was there, and I had some of her linen before from I don't remember where I got it, but it was Jackalope, which is really amazing linen. And so I was excited when I heard that she was going to be there. And so I picked up more of her linen, and they are so pretty. Let me get it without the tag. So this one is 40 count Grandpa's shop rag. How cool is that? And then this one in the middle is Crypt Cloth, which is it's a really pretty grungy tan. And then this one on the end is Small Potatoes, a beautiful light neutral. And they're all 40 counts. And I love them. And I should have gotten more of the Jackalope because I started a project on it. And oh man, I should have. But it's okay. I'll get more. I'll find her. But they were beautiful. And she just had this amazing table full of linen. And so I got those. And then I got, I'm trying not to hit this microphone. I've noticed that sometimes during the video I hit the microphone. It's loud. That's a horrible sound. Nobody wants to hear that. I'll try to be more careful. So Lucy Bean. Yes, Bean. Lucy Bean. She was there, and I got some of her floss tags, and they're really cute too. They have her name and her website. What does it say? Floss name. So it had Lucy Beam, www.lucybeam.com, and it says floss name and number, so you can write that down underneath. I thought that was really cool that that was all labeled on there. And then I got some really beautiful floss rings. I really love those. And look at this one, it's got a little thimble. Cute. I got those from her, and I also got some charts, which I'll show you in my whips. Yes. And so I got those, and then I also got my sister's sampler. She was there, and she had her samplers out. They were beautiful, and she has one that's coming out. I'll insert a picture either in the front or in here. But I did pick up this one, my sister's sampler, Catherine Terry. It was so pretty. You got to see the sampler there, and it was just beautiful. And I got this from her booth also. Glare is terrible. So those are really pretty. Got those. And then I don't remember where I got these from, but I picked up these cute little scissors from another table. And then oh man, I meant to look her up again. The Etsy shop that I bought the Blackbird book from that came damaged. She was so kind, and she didn't have any more, but she took one of her friend's books and she copied it for me so that I would have the full chart. And I thought that was so kind. And then when, so she sent this in the mail to me. When I was at retreat, I was at a table, and I'm looking at the business card at the table, and it was her. I didn't know she was local, but it was just funny to see her there. And I was like, hey. And then when I bought the chart from you that got damaged, and she's like, oh, if I would have known you were going to be here, I would have just given you this printout instead of sending it to you. But I just thought that was really funny of all the places. I know my mom picked up some charts and floss from her. And so that was fun to see her there. And it was just kind of a coincidence. Very cool. And then, so I think that's everything I got from the retreat, except for the things that I'm working on that I couldn't wait. So let's see. I guess I'll go now into my finishes. I have finishes. Is that all I want to say about retreat? I feel like I could have said a lot more about retreat. I don't know. Other than I had fun, and I loved the ladies I sat with, and I hope that they will invite me to their table again. Loved them. So fun. Okay, so for my finishes, I got two things back from the framer, and one of them I'd already posted on Instagram, and that is my Christmas garden by Blackbird. So I took these to Michael's, that's local to me, and panicked because I know people say like, it's a hit or miss, like good or bad, but I just this one turned out perfect. It's perfect and exactly what I wanted. I wanted a gold frame to go with the gold in the sampler, and I couldn't be more happy with this. It's amazing. And yes, I will leave this out all year. I love it. I don't care that it says Christmas on it. And then my other one that I got, oh, okay. So this is Mary Jane Croft by Leela Studios, and this is the one that's very special to me because it's the one I was stitching on when I lost my dog, my Maisie, and and I changed a little thing to make it about her. But so I took this one to Michael's too, and I got it back, and it's beautiful. I wanted something very simple. I wanted this one to stay really simple. And so this is the one that I picked out. And this one also was done at Michael's, and they did a really great job. I wanted it close to the edge. Um, it is not like perfectly straight, but you really have to look at it to see that. But I think it turned out beautiful. And I get it in there as much as I can. And then this M is the where I dedicated this to Maisie because I was working on this flower the morning that I lost her. And then when I picked it up again, I started back on that flower and I just put the M instead of doing the leaves. But so it'll always make me think of my Maisie. She was 20 when she passed, and she's been a part of our lives for a long time. So it was really hard losing her. But yeah, I love it. I'm happy with how it turned out. I would take stuff back there. They did a really good job. It looks great. Um, so I already have those hanging up in my house, and I'm enjoying them. And those are my two big fully finished. And then I had a couple little small things that I finished. Um, we've been doing Wool Wednesdays, which has been a lot of fun. And I made this little wool pillow. This in the book is an ornament, but I wanted it to be on a pillow. And then I stitched the back and added one of these little charms. And I think it turned out really cute. So this is from the book. Let's see, this book. The Buttermilk Basins Ornament Extravaganza 2, and it's this bird up here. So that was one finish I had. And then another finish I had was this little wool pocket. And so the tree I got from one book and then the pocket from another book. And it was interesting. It was interesting directions. While I was reading it, I was thinking, oh, that doesn't make any sense. But then I was like, oh, that's pretty smart. So I think it turned out really cute. I didn't, again, this was supposed to be an ornament, and I didn't want it to be an ornament. I wanted to do something different. So, and then it's got some Kim Deal fabric on the inside, and I just added some cute little buttons. And so this will hang up at Christmas. And so the tree part of it came out of this book, Buttermilk Basin Ornament Extravaganza, the first one. And this is the tree. And then the pocket parts came out of this book, which is Pure and Simple by Maggie Bananami. Bananami, that's right. And this is the pocket part. Isn't that cute? I could make that one too. But so those are great books. So especially, this one has a lot of great things in it that are just, not even seasonal. It's really pretty. I did those. And then yesterday for the tutorial, I did finish the vintage tree. And let me show you the chart. It's in my mess. Oh, I pulled it out. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. This is Vintage Tree by October House. Yeah, October House Fiber Arts. and I did this on Mayflower 40 Count by Fox and Rabbit, and these are the called for except for the yellow. I changed out because I didn't have it, but I think that the colors and everything were giving it that vintage vibe. And so I fully finished it, and I think it turned out really cute. It was a lot of fun to make. So for the tutorial, I talked about how I use the chenille bias or the blooming tape. It goes inside of the seam and I stitch it down, and there's a whole tutorial if you want to go watch it. And I hope more people are encouraged to do this because it just makes it so much easier. There's no turning things or any, you just are done. You know, just sandwich it around the edge, sew around the edge, and you're finished. And then, you know, you cut the part in the back so you can stuff it. And then I added a charm and a button, and it turned out really cute. So I love that finish. So that was it for finishes. And then, okay, so I'm going to talk to you about my whips. So, like I said, I didn't get a whole lot done. Womp womp. Okay, so the day of the retreat on the 13th, that's Jack's Bash. So I worked on that at the retreat, and thank goodness I was at the part with the grass. So Jack's Bash, Plum Street. And a whole day. I got there, what, 9 in the morning? And then we left at, it was kind of late. I think it was like 8. I did grass, and not a lot of it. But this is where I got. So I would think I was like to here. So that's all I got done. I talked too much. I was just talking away. Ridiculous. But hopefully Halloween, I won't have a whole lot. It's supposed to be so cold. We're supposed to be getting a cold front in, and I think the high is going to be 50. So I should have some good stitching time on the 31st. But still one of my favorite things I'm working on. It's just calls to me all the time. Here's the floss for it. I'm just enjoying that a lot. And then at the retreat, since I worked on that on the 13th and then had to put it away, the next day I started one of the things that I got at the retreat, which I thought would be fun to work on something that I bought there. So I started Lucy Beam, and it's the tomato pins and scissors. And it was there, and oh, I loved it. So I was like, I want to start that. I did do the call for floss, but I think hers, maybe mine's old. I'm sure it's old. I'm sure I've had it forever. But hers was a lot more variegated than mine, but that's okay. But it calls for old red paint. And, right? Maybe I just got the wrong one. Nope, old red paint. But I still love the color. And so, in true fashion, I got halfway and then stopped working on it. Even with smalls. Good grief. I have one word. I just have one word to go. I should get on this. Why did I put it down? Because I wanted to start something else. This is on Under the Sea Fabrics, and it's Silky 40 count. So I'll put the last word, and then I'll put the wool tomato on. It's really cute. Let's do the little tomato and a little floss. Very cute. So that was what I worked on. This is sad. That's what I worked on for 2 days. 2 days I was at retreat, and that's all I got done. Yeah. I spent a lot of time in the vendors. I kept going back. I needed things, and my mom needed things, and so I had to go back in there. And then the other thing I've been working on, this is a new start for me, which is also something I picked up there. And this is Lucy Beam Love in Stitches. It's the Christmas poinsettia. 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 My whole life I've been saying poinsettia. My whole life. And then a couple years ago, someone said, no, it's poinsettia. And so I was like, oh, I don't want to say it wrong. So then I started saying poinsettia. And then everybody makes fun of me and they're like, you mean poinsettia? I can't win. It's those Christmas flowers. But I just loved how the vintage feel of it. She had this sitting in her booth also. And it was just that, yep, I'm getting that. And I am not using any of the called for colors. I picked from what I had and what I is more like my vintagey Christmas colors. And so if any of y'all want to know, let me know and I'll let you know. But I'm doing this on the 40 count jackalope by Lap and Loops. You know, just for a second, this linen is so pretty. If you can find it, get it. It's pretty, it's worth it. You'll be excited. You'll look at it and you're like, oh, I love this linen. That's what I did. I should have gotten more. But this is my start. I started that this morning. I'm really loving this. So hopefully I don't get halfway and stop. I won't. Okay, let me put this together so I don't lose it. Okay, so there's that. And then the only other thing that I worked on in the whole 3 weeks that I've been gone was a restart. I got this, you guys saw it last time, the Rachel Osborne 1850 Samplers and Stitches. I started this and I did not care for my linen. It just wasn't showing up on it right. It just didn't look right. So I was like, no, I'm not going to go further and not like this and then put it away and never pick it up again because this one is beautiful and I want to have it done. So I switched my linen and I'm so happy I did. So yes, I had to restart all that I had done, but it was worth it. So I am now stitching on 40 count color and cotton tea leaves. And this is a really pretty linen. And this is where I got on my restart. Hang on. It's so dark today. This is not doing it justice, but it is so pretty. I'm really enjoying this. And it's the one that comes with the gazillion colors. They're beautiful colors. So I love this one and I will be picking that up again. Right now I'm so focused on Christmas stuff and she has a new Christmas one. Go look at her Etsy store. Oh, what was it called? Something Christmas. I'm downloading that one. It's beautiful. Go look. It's so pretty. Samplers and Stitches on Etsy. Beautiful. I think I might have to start that one immediately. So that's my new start or my restart. And then, so that's all my whips and things that I worked on. So now I'm going to talk about haul. Let's see, where do I start? I'll start with this one. Okay, so this is my first time to order from the attic. And I was very excited. I called up there. And you know when you get something in the mail that you've been waiting for and you're so excited about, and it's like, even the paper is pretty. Look at that. So I very gently opened it. And so I ordered Fanny Bramley by Hands Across the Sea. I just fell in love with the colors in that house. And I picked up the silks for it also. The 103s. And then I saw Jean. She was working on Regina Abel. This one. She was working on this one and she posted it on Instagram. And I had the chart already and all the DMC kitted, but hers just looked really pretty. And so I was like, I want to do what she's doing. So, but then when I called up there, they said that she was probably working on 50 something count. I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I probably could, but no, not ready to do that yet. So I just told her to send me the 103s for that one. And so they sent what they had. I think we're missing one more, missing 156, and they're going to send it to me when it comes in. But aren't they gorgeous? I loved the colors in the sampler, which is one of the reasons I got it, because that's a lot of letters, and I don't really typically do a lot of letters, but it was just too beautiful not to get. So I got that, and then they had the conversion, their conversion in there, and so that was very exciting. So I got those from the attic. And then I picked up a couple things from Hollis Hands on Etsy. I got the Pineberry Lane. I'm pretty sure this was Laura from Brenda, the Serial Starter. That Laura? I think she's the one who showed this. I'm not for sure. But yeah, Pineberry Lane, October 31st. I thought that was just too cute. And then I also got the Prairie Schooler When Witches Go Riding. So, and I've already moved on to Christmas, but at least I'll be ready next time. And I'm not going to wait this long for fall. I'm going to go ahead and start that stuff like January. All of it. Quilts and all. I'm starting early. Who's with me? I don't want to wait till the end and then not to get to have everything finished that I wanted. So the next thing I got was, I ordered several times from Hobby House because they kept like, oh, exclusives, or oh, Karen Combs showed something, and so I had to have it too. And so I ordered a lot from them. So the first thing I got was the Martha Walmsley 1847. It's the limited edition Hobby House from Hands Across the Sea. I got that. I knew I was gonna need to get it because I was gonna do it because I love that bird and the flowers and it all. I will stitch the whole thing. The whole thing's beautiful. It'll take me forever. And then I got the Anne Kirby 1845. I think this was Karen's fault. Isn't that just beautiful? If it wasn't Christmas coming up, I'd be starting that one ASAP. And then I also got linen from them. I was excited that they had needle and flax linen. And so I got Brea, which I know I love, so I went ahead and got a fat half. Let's see. It's a beautiful color. It's darker. Oh, it's perfect. I love it. So I got that from Hobby House. It has like light spots and then it gets a lot darker. Yeah, it's pretty. If you see it, you should get it. And then I also picked up, okay, I think this is also Karen's fault. 40 count almond milk linen by Grace Notes. And this one was really pretty. Hold it up next to the Brea. You see the difference. Well, it's just it's a lighter, it still has great modeling. So I got that one, and I thought it would be perfect for the new start that's coming. I'm going to be stitching this with, I know I already showed you this, but this is what I got the linen for, and now it's sent me down this. So the Oh Joyous Day, I'm doing this with Jem, and she's my new stitchy friend, and she's in Oklahoma, and we're going to stitch this together. And I thought that this linen would be perfect for that. And so I'm excited to get a start on that. And I told her that I wanted to make bags for us. And I found after I picked up the floss from 123 Stitch, and after I got that, I picked out the fabric for the bags, and this is just perfect. It's got all the colors, the greens, the blues, the reds, the pinks. It's just it's perfect. So I'm gonna this is Primrose by Laundry Basket, which I have that quarter bundle of that. It's beautiful. So that is something I'm planning on doing soon. I need to do that because we're starting that November 14th. So if anybody else wants to jump in on that, November 14th is her birthday, and we're going to work on that. So that's a plan that's coming up really fast. You guys, this is happening so fast. And then I showed you guys last time that I did get the Margaret Hall, this one, but also from Hobby House, they had the Fragile, which is what it's called for. So 40 count Fragile from Needle and Flax. And it's a really beautiful light linen. And so I was able to get that. And so I have all the DMC that it's called for and the linen. And so I can't wait to start on that one. And then from 123 Stitch, I also got Away We Ride. Away We Ride. That was hard. When I was a kid, I had a hard time saying my R's, and I was in speech therapy. And they would always try to get me to say things like they would show a picture of a rooster and they'd say, "What is this?" And I'd say, "A chicken," because I didn't want to embarrass myself. But yeah, I got over it. So I've always wanted to do this one. I've seen so many people doing it. It's so pretty when it's finished. So I got that one. And then I also got The Growing Tree by Blackbird Designs. I've done one of their stockings before and I love it. And so I was excited when this one came out so I could do this one also. And I went ahead and got the floss, and I'm going to do it on this linen that's flowing out. But it's just a little piece left over, the Thornfield 40 count by Needle and Flax. And then I picked up this Merry Christmas by Blackbird. Oh, this one was really sweet. So I got that one. And then I got the Feliz Navidad. Why did I not have all these already? I don't know. I should have, especially this one. The colors in this one are beautiful. So I've got most of them that were in my stash. I just need to order the rest. So that would be a good Christmas start also. Start all the Christmas. Okay. And then I ordered trim from, okay, so I was watching, she does all the wool punch needle. Primitive. Better put it down below. I can't figure out how to make the words go. I need Professor Saltbox to come in and edit my videos and put the names down below when I forget things. Or just all of the words. Put all the words in. I don't remember anything. But she mentioned this Etsy shop that sells trim, and she sells a lot and at a great deal. And if you get the $35, you get free shipping. And it is Purple Paper Mountain. Purple Paper Mountain. Yes, this one right here. Purple Paper Mountain. And so I got this whole bag full of all these different trims. I just was just like clicking. Yes, I need that. I don't know if I need that, but I probably will need that. I mean, look at this fun one. Oh my goodness. I mean, something Christmassy is getting done with this. I don't know what, something. So I got that, and she even sends like a little extra thank you. And so I'd say for $35 free shipping, that was a really good deal. So go check her out. Lots of cute stuff. Oh, that's one of the things I finished and I didn't show it. Where did I put that? Where is that? Oh, it's in my room. Hang on one second. I'm so bad. There's two things I forgot to talk about. See, I had lots of finishes. So this chart I did last Christmas, maybe even the Christmas before. I don't know. It's been a minute, but and I couldn't even. I'm gonna have to find the chart now. It's on my Instagram. I put it all in there. If you follow me on Instagram, easy to find. So it's been sitting. This is what I do. Look, my husband's pant hanger. You know, do you hang the pants on? I've been on this. It works. So I had it hanging here for a whole year and it was like, I did nothing. It's just sitting there. See, I only have one thing that's finished but not fully finished. That's pretty good. But this one I've had for years. It needs to get done. Anyways, uh, because I finished something else, I had a good idea. So I guess I should start there. Squirrels. Okay. So this was a kit I got from I went to a quilt show in Plano and Boxcar Quilts. The shop was there. They had a booth and it was really cute. And they had these little kits with these cutter quilts, these antique cutter quilts. They cut them and put them in, like you just got this big piece of quilt and then a backing and then instructions on how to make this. And so I made it and I think it turned out adorable. I added the chenillet on it, got it wet, threw it in the dryer. It got all shrinky and beautiful, and added the bow. This is where I stuffed it, and I love it. And they don't have any more because it's antique quilts, and I know they got it at like an estate sale, and so you know those things just it's whenever. I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say one thing, okay? And I'm probably gonna get some crud for this, but I have to say it because it weighs heavily on me every time I say it. Okay, I'm not opposed to cutting up cutter quilts. I'm not opposed to taking an antique quilt that has been ripped apart, it is messed up, it's got holes, straight holes all the way through, messed up quilts, like things that you can't do anything with. I understand those. People are cutting up perfectly good antique quilts and it makes me hurt. Like it makes me sad. And I know why they're doing it. They're doing it to make cute things. This one I could tell was definitely one, like it is coming apart. And that's just the piece that she gave me. So I'm sure that this one was, and it is dirty as all get out. I mean, this is one dirty but that does not bother me. I love that stuff. So um, I'm seeing so many of these things being made from antique quilts and they're perfect. You know, these perfect quilts that are like the colors, the blocks, everything is perfect for this season or this project. And so they're cutting them and making these things to sell. And that's awesome. But if we keep doing that, we're not gonna have any more antique quilts out there. They're gonna be impossible to find because we've cut them up and made pillows out of them. And so yes, if there is one you find, and I see them all the time, that they are just a mess, yes, cut it up, do something beautiful and amazing with it. But if it is just perfect for the project you want and you got it at a good deal and you're just going to chop it up, please don't. Oh, it hurts my heart. Please don't do that. I love picking up antique and vintage quilts. I love them. If I can afford it, I get it. And they can be messed up. They can have holes, they can have rips, they can have binding that's missing. I don't care. They can be stained up. I will not cut them because you can fold it and it's pretty. You can stack it and it's pretty. You can hang it up and in such a way that it's pretty. Somebody will love it as it is. Please do not buy it and rip it up. Just don't. It hurts. I don't know. That's my thing. I'm not against cutting up cutter quilts. I'm against cutting up the ones that you show and you're like, oh, look at all these quilts I bought. And then next picture or video I see, they're pillows. And I'm like, I saw that before you cut it. And that was not a cutter quilt. That hurts my heart so bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. I'm sorry. I just had to say that because that really bothers me. But don't get me wrong, I'm all about it. Just don't do it to the ones just because that they're perfect for your project. That's not nice. Okay, that's it. Okay, so, and because I am never wasteful, there's a teeny tiny part left of this quilt that after I made the candy cane, and so that I thought was perfect for this. So I did. I took the rest of it and I put it on the back of this cross stitch that I had finished. And I wish I can remember the name of this. I'll put it down below. Okay. But here I go around again. That's where I got the trim to do this, was from the Etsy store that I was just talking about. And that's how I got back here. This is a mess. This video is a mess. Okay. So this is the trim and it's just perfect for it. So I love how that turned out. So that was another finish. 2 finishes. Okay. Oh my goodness. You guys are gonna stop watching me. Okay, so what else? Oh, okay. I think that's it for. Wait, no, no, no. I'm not gonna do that. Wait a minute. Don't go anywhere. I know you guys. This is weird. I don't like chopping it up because I forget things. If you guys left me last time, you guys missed a lot of stuff. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but I didn't want to like wait a whole nother time before. I mean, let's see. There's no cross stitch in this, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna talk about cross stitch plans. I'm gonna try to get everything in cross stitch and then y'all can go if y'all are not interested in the other things. Um, I did, okay, cross stitch plans. I have this one. It's a Brenda Gervais, Santa Stops Here, and I started this one last year, and it's adorable. I just love everything about this. And I started it last year, and it's called fours, and I don't like it. I don't like the linen I picked. It called for, let's see, what's it called for? Winter Brew and by R&R, and I have American Chestnut by R&R, and it's 36 count. I don't like stitching on it, so I'm gonna start over. It's fine. It'll be fine. You can't really see the white on here, so I'm starting over. I don't know on what yet, but that's a plan that I'm hoping to restart that one. Okay. Okay, so that's all the cross stitch. If you guys want to know more about, I will still be talking about haul and other kinds of haul, Happy Mail and this quilt. So if you're interested in any of that, please stay. But I don't think there's going to be any more cross stitch unless I forgot something again. But I really don't think I did. Okay, so I'm going to talk about this quilt because it goes with my Happy Mail. I saw Karen was I forgot what her Instagram name is. Put down below. She's great to follow. She's beautiful things. She finished the In Bloom mat by Buttermilk Basin, and I told her it was beautiful because her finish was beautiful, and she asked me if I wanted it because she was finished with it. And I was, of course, and thank you because that's really kind of you. I know it's a pain shipping things out and all that. And that was really nice of her to offer that up. And she sent me a very, very sweet card, and which meant so much. And I was surprised because I knew I was getting this chart from her or the pattern from her, but I didn't know she was going to be sending other things. And so it was a box instead of a little envelope. And she said that she had some books that she was getting rid of and she wanted to know if I wanted them. And yes. And so she's like, you can either give them away or whatnot, or keep them. But for me, primitive never goes out of style. So I love everything she sent. And they're just great little like quilting patterns. I thought this one was really sweet. And oh, this is my Christmas best. Look at this. How sweet is that? See, this stuff never goes out of style. And from the heart, this one has just a lot of little primitive things in it. Too cute. Liberty Pie. This has a ton of little projects in it. Blessings. Oh my gosh, look at that. How sweet is that? It has a lot of great projects in it. The 12th anniversary Red Wagon. But these were amazing. Let's look at that. Beautiful. So I was so excited. And then one of the books in here was Quilts from Aunt Amy, Country Threads. And it's Mary Tyndall Etherington and Connie. I have a couple other books. Look, you just read it because I can't say it. But I saw this and I freaked out because, yes, I made one already, but when I first saw this quilt, it was on Stitching in Idaho. Shanda, she does the most amazing Flosstubes, quilty tube videos. She doesn't do them very often anymore, but she was always a favorite of mine. I love everything she does. Her quilts are, yes, gorgeous, like all of them. And she usually has them hanging up behind her. Well, she had one of these, and it's a bullseye quilt. And when I saw hers, I have to make that. So I went looking everywhere for a pattern, and I couldn't find anything. And so I went on YouTube to see if I could find a tutorial, and I found nothing really. And then I went on Pinterest, and they had something, and it was kind of just like it wasn't a real written pattern, but I figured it out. And so I made it. And this is one of my favorites. I took all my scraps and whatnot and put it on there. And it's where the edges are showing. So it's raw edge. So it frays and is soft. This is one of the softest quilts. And it's heavy because there's layers and layers on top of each other. But I'm obsessed with this quilt. It stays out all year. And so I was wanting to make another one, but I didn't remember how I made this one. I made this one years ago. And so when I saw that she sent the book with the pattern, I about flipped out. I was so excited because I want to make more of these. And so I will now. And so she didn't even know that she was sending me something that would mean that much to me. And it just, oh, I'm so grateful. So thanks, Karen. Um, that was Happy Mail. And so now I'm going to talk about, so yeah, I didn't have a pattern for this. So if you're wanting the pattern, that's where you're going to find it, I guess, if you can find that book. Or just kind of try to figure it out based off of stuff that you see on Pinterest. I know that book's going to be really hard to find, but I can't even explain to you. This is so soft. So I also got some, let's see. Oh, this is the quilt I'm working on right now. It's Primitive Gatherings. It's called Holiday Wishes. I got it as a quilt kit. It's in pieces. So I have most of it all cut out into tiny little pieces that I'm going to put all back together. And so that's what I'm working on sewing wise. And then my sewing haul, I'm always looking on Amazon for deals on books. And I got 2 of a kind quilts, scrappy designs that are double the fun. Lisa Alexander and Susan Aki. And this was a great deal. I think it was like $10. And there's just tons of cute quilts in here. And just lots and lots of fun quilts. And then I got that one, and then I picked up the Antique Heirloom Jelly Roll quilts. Pam and Nikki, this one right here. Sorry about my finger. I had about chopped it off with a rotary cutter. Like I just almost chopped off my finger. It really hurts. It slowed me down a little. It didn't stop me though. I kept going. But this one was on Amazon. It was a really great deal. And oh my goodness, these quilts. So they take antique quilts and they make patterns for them, and they're beautiful. Hang on, there was one that I wanted. I love these schoolhouse Isn't that cute? There's another one here. There's one that was like super impressive. Oh, this one was pretty too. There's so many. This was really good one. Really good one. And then I got, oh, I picked up this magazine, the American Patchwork Quilting, Better Home and Garden. This is beautiful. This is a Partner Gatherings. What's her name? Lisa Bonjean. Good grief. Brain. Let me find it. Hang on. Oh, I gotta show you that one too. This is a good one. I don't always get these because I don't always love what they have in here, but I really, really love most of them in here. Okay, here it is. Sorry. It's beautiful and fun. That looks like a lot of fun and very easy, no points. There was this one was in here, which I had talked about making a green quilt. And that one is, I think this lady is local to me and she does classes out here. I should take one of her classes. What's her name? Annette Plog. That one's really beautiful. Then they had wool in here. So excited. They had wool applique in here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I could stitch that. I might have to stitch that. So it's a really good one. I recommend getting this one. And then I got, okay, so Olivia, Pumpkin Hollow Quilts, she was talking about somebody gifted her the kit for Pride and Prejudice. And I'm like, oh man. And I know that that line came out. And so I went and, but it was in a really pretty book box and everything. So I was like, oh, here I go. So I got on Etsy and I found it. But I also found a different one. I didn't get the Pride and Prejudice one, but I'm going to, but I haven't yet. I picked up the Sense and Sensibility one. I want a whole kit because Olivia sent me down a rabbit hole. But look at this box. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like a book. And then you open it up, and it has all the fabric that you need, and it has, I'll show you what the quilt's going to look like. Okay, so it has the big house and the patchwork. Oh, so cute. And I love both of those. Sense and Sensibility and Pride and Prejudice are fantastic. I love them. Look at all those. Beautiful. So I'm very excited about that. And I'll be getting the other one. I just was like, oh, this one's been out longer. So I was worried about it disappearing. And it was on sale, so I grabbed it. So one day I'll do that. And then I also had some wool haul. And I wanted to talk about this one. This is, what's her name? Oh, Winterberry Cabin. Winterberry Cabin. Is that not on here? Winterberry Cabin. She is, I don't want to show you my receipt. Yeah. I'll fold it. She has a cute sticker on here too, so. Okay. Winterberry Cabin. And she's on Etsy. And she has hand-dyed wool. And yes, I've already been in and I've already used some. That's really hard. I don't know how people do that. You guys, you Flosstubers, y'all put them aside and then don't touch them until your videos. Of course, if I did my videos more often like I should, then maybe I wouldn't have such a hard time. But anyways, so they're just, okay, so this is what I got, basically. But I don't know if you're able to see it. Look, it has modeling just like my favorite linens do. Isn't that beautiful? So you get them in packs. So I don't remember how many were to a pack. 6-piece. And then, so I got Graham's Antique Rose and Antique Rose. So I guess those are two different ones. So those would be the reds and the pinks that I got. And then the greens are called Rosemary. They're just beautiful. So I wanted these colors because I thought it would go with my vintagey Christmas stuff. And I was always struggling with pinks. I'm very picky about pinks. I don't like Barbie pink. I just like faded pink. That makes sense. More like faded red pink. So I got that, and so I'll definitely be ordering more from her. Her wool is beautiful. And then I went. Uh, this is a weird one. I went antique shopping with my cousin, and I picked a ton of antique books. I love antique books, old ones. I even love those old Reader Digests that are really pretty. They have beautiful covers. They're mainly from like the 50s and 60s. I like them around my house. But so this was a Lone Star Antiques, and anybody in the area knows what I'm talking about. It's huge. It's amazing. We all love it. You can follow them on Instagram because I just figured that out the other day. But one of the booths there had these ribbons. Look at that. I don't know. I saw them in a bowl and I was thinking, well, that's not something you see all the time. So I picked them up and they're so pretty. So this is what I used on that finish I did. That's under a lot of mess now. But yes, so I got those. And then I went to an antique store with my parents. Antique. Can I put that down? Oh, that kit, that quilt kit that I got. Shop Sew Me. Shop Sew Me. Show anything? No. I didn't forget. It's a antique mall of Mansfield, something like that. It's a big antique mall in Mansfield, and I seem to always find really cute Christmas vintage things that are a little bit damaged. It doesn't bother me. I don't care because they're cute, and who cares? And it's a good price because they're damaged, and so it doesn't matter. Look how cute she is. Oh, she's so adorable. So my mom spotted her, and yeah, so she's got a. We're thinking she probably had a candy cane, so it's broken, and that's okay. I don't care. She's beautiful. And I got this little Santa mug thingy. I don't know. Someone thought it was a good candle holder. Maybe that's what it's for. There's wax in there. I'm gonna get it out. And then buttons. Got some buttons. Look how cute this is. Adorable. I got those. Some of these. This was like $1.25 for some cute vintage buttons. So yeah, I got those. And then I found these, and it said on the tag, primitive molds. I don't know. And they say they're like etched England is in it. It says England. That's the only thing that's on them. But I guess they're like little jello molds with lids. I don't know. I got 3 of them. And I thought, oh, these would be really cute ornaments. You put little ribbon on them and put them in the tree. I thought it'd be cute. I don't know. So that was my idea for those. So that's what I got at the antique store. And okay, I'm looking at everything. I got it all. That's it. That's all I got. So I know that seemed like a lot more haul than anything else, and it's, I went to a retreat. I had family in town. We did a lot of shopping, and um, yeah, I was busy. So too busy to stitch on anything, but not too busy to shop because that takes way less time and effort and energy. I did get a lot of finishes done. So I've decided that I am no longer going to say, I'll see you in 2 weeks, because that will be a lie, because I don't know. It's terrible. That's okay. So I accept this. I accept that I'm not good at that. So I don't know how in the world these Flosstubers that are on it every 2 weeks, I don't know how they do it. Congrats to them because they're amazing. I cannot do it. It just doesn't work out that way. So I'm not one to like say subscribe or anything like that, but that's how you're gonna know. I will come back as soon as I can when I have things to show, and I will put it on Instagram if you guys don't like do the subscribey thing. So I'll put it on there so you guys know, because I know a lot of people who follow me here, don't follow me there. Because I was like that. I didn't have social media for a really long time. I just did Flosstube or like watched, YouTube and stuff, and but didn't have social media. So I get that. But I try to put everything on both, though I forget, and that's really bad. But I try. But then some of you guys are seeing stuff twice, and that's probably boring. Not to me. I like seeing it lots of times. I like seeing it in a still photo and in a video. Yes, because they look different. But so I don't know. I don't know. I put it in both. I'll put it in both. Sometimes I forget to put it on Instagram because I put it on here and I'm like, oh, I just showed it on there and you guys aren't going to want to see that twice. And I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to put them all out there on there. I'm going to both. Okay. I guess that's it. So I will keep posting things on Instagram. I'm going to try to do some more tutorials. I like to do some wool applique tutorials because I think that uh, it might be helpful. I know there's lots of great tutorials out there, but I have people ask me how I do things. So I think that's going to be my next tutorial if you guys are interested in that. I don't know how many of y'all. I feel like Wool Wednesday is really picking up. I'm enjoying Wool Wednesday. It's a lot of fun, and I really appreciate um, everybody who has gotten into it and shown me their projects and things like that. It's been a ton of fun. And so I think that's going to be my next tutorial. So yeah, I got this weekend. We're throwing a party for my son for his birthday, so we'll be doing that. And other than that, I think things are going to start to quiet down a little. So that will be good. Maybe I'll get some more time to work on some things. I know I definitely want to work on my quilt and start more Christmas stuff. And then November 1st, it all comes out of the attic and it's going to get spread out all over the house. It's going to be great. I'm starting Christmas November 1st. So I know y'all are going to get sick of all my Christmas stuff, but I'm hoping that by the time that you guys are in the Christmas mood, y'all will have had things inspire you that I've shown, and then you'll start when you're ready. So, okay, thanks for hanging in there with me. I know it's been a long one, but it's been 3 weeks. So, I'll see you again as soon as I can. Okay, bye.